Hello, good evening, and a very warm welcome to this live. Today's lesson is the lesson which I want to share today is the best is the enemy of the good. This is coming from the book which I'm reading currently, Atomic Habits. Why I'm reading this book is because it's a part of my daily challenge. Um as you know, if you're a repeat visitor to this live, uh, if you have been my follower, you know that I've been following the 75 hard challenge, and today is the 31st day of the challenge. And one of the tasks is to read 10 pages of a non-fiction book on a daily basis. So 75 hard challenge, if you don't know, is a mental toughness challenge where you have to perform 5 tasks on a daily basis for 75 days without fail, without making any compromise. Task number one is you have to fix a diet and follow the diet. Task number two is you have to drink 1 gallon of water daily, which is 3.8 liters. And task number three is you have to perform 2 workouts in a day. Each workout should be minimum 45 minutes, and one of the workouts must be done outside. Task number four is to read 10 pages of a non-fiction book, and task number five is to take a progress picture every day. I've been doing this for the last 30 days, and today is 31st day, and today also I'm about to finish all the tasks. So that is the challenge. A lot of people confuse this to be a fitness challenge, but it is not a fitness challenge. It is a mental toughness challenge because you don't need to do 2 workouts to be fit. You don't need to follow your diet daily without fail to be fit. You don't need to drink 1 gallon of water to be fit. It can be slightly more or less depending on your daily requirement. And that is why this is a mental toughness challenge. You have to do 2 workouts, which is the hard part, and you have to do it without taking a break. Okay. As a fitness coach, I don't recommend anybody only with the goal of fitness to do the 75 hard challenge. If you want to do the 75 hard challenge, okay, fitness can be a part of it. But if you're someone who wants to build this self confidence and self belief, and prove to yourself that you're worthy of something, then 75 hard is for you. Okay, to elevate your game in your life, you have to do 75 hard, not with the intention of only fitness goals. I hope this is clear to you. Okay, so coming to today's lesson, um, before I talk about this lesson, um, I want to share a interesting fact. See, I am a fitness coach and a gym owner since 5.5 years. And ever since I became a fitness coach, I improved my form and technique drastically. My exercise form and technique is so good, and I have so much control on how I perform an exercise, uh, that you know it was not possible if I had only working out myself, and I had continued my fitness journey just like that. Okay, so keep that in mind. I'll connect it to the today's lesson. Okay, so in the book I'm reading currently, Atomic Habits, this is an excellent book. I am finding a lot of lessons. I've made a lot of um, highlights today, lot of takeaways, but I want to share only one lesson with you so that the idea is clear, and this is a very uh, powerful and valuable idea. Okay, so there was this, I don't remember the specifics and details of the the college or the professor. There was this professor who was conducting photography workshop or photography class. He divided students into 2 groups. Okay, there was one group on the left, and he said the group on the left is the quantity group. The group had to come up with as many pictures as possible, as many photographs as possible, and the group which had more than 100 photographs will get a grade. Group with 90 will get B grade. Group with 80 for photograph, sorry, the person with 100 plus photos will get A, 90 will get B, 70 or something will get C, or something like that. Okay, it was purely, the evaluation was purely based on the quantity, how many photographs they produced till the end of the semester. The group on the right, he said, you are the quality group. You have to come up with only one photograph, and it has to be, it has to be the perfect photograph, okay, without any flaws. So by the end of the semester, what he realized is, what he came to know, that is the group which he had assigned the quantity, they came up with the best photographs. People who did, uh, lot of who took lot of photographs, did lot of experimenting, tried different angles, different techniques, and generally they came up with better photographs compared to the group which was assigned the task of coming up with one best quality, almost perfect picture. So what this means is, and in the book James Clear goes on to answer this question about how long does it take to build an habit. You might have heard it takes 21 days to build an habit. Some people say 30 days, some people say 60 days or something like that, 66 days for a habit to become permanent. Okay, but in reality it is not about the time, it is about how many repetitions you do, how many times you repeat a habit, because habit by definition is a behavior which becomes automatic because of you performing it again and again and again, something which you have repeated again and again and again. Okay, let's take an example of brushing your teeth. For an adult, brushing your teeth is not a big task. It is, you don't need willpower to brush your teeth. You'll just wake up and go grab your brush and brush your teeth, right? But for children, for kids, it's a big task because they are awkward. They still don't have this control on their fingers, and the brush is bigger in their mouth. Now at least we have these small brushes and all, but you can understand, right? Like, children are still learning this, and it is kind of a big task for them, but not for adults. That is because you have been doing it every day almost, and you have done it thousands of times. So it is about the repetition, not really about the time you spend. Okay, so any habit which you want to make it permanent, something which you want to adopt, you have to perform it again and again and again. That's the only way. So coming to my exercise technique and form, ever since I became a coach, initially when I opened my gym and became a coach, I was doing the training. I used to train people with the exercise form and technique. I used to show them again and again and again and again. By doing that, by teaching other people, I performed so many repetitions, like hundreds of times. I did, all the deadlifts, squats, barbell bent over rows, which are kind of difficult to master, the lat pull downs. It became a habit. It became so easy for me, it becomes almost automatic for me to always use a good form and technique. And even if I try to use a bad form and technique, I cannot do it now, because what happens is, when you perform this activity again and again and again, there is this, your nervous system has to work in a certain way to perform this activity, and this involves your nerves and your neurons. And your neurons and nerves, nerves are nothing but it is a network of uh, single cells called as neurons. And for you to perform a certain act or activity, your brain sends signal to the specific body part or muscle to do that movement. Okay, and by the way of doing this again and again and again, these neurons which get fired when you perform a certain activity. They keep on firing again and again and in the same sequence. And they say there is a quote in the book which says the neurons which fire together wire together. It's almost like they get wired together, and there is this neural circuit which will always, it gets stronger and stronger and stronger as you keep on repeating something again and again and again. That is how your habits become ingrained in you. That is how the neural pathways or the circuits become entrenched, and they become solid, and it becomes easy for you to perform anything. Okay, it's all about you know repeating again and again and again. Okay, it becomes almost automatic. You don't have to put extra effort to do it again. You might have experienced this with uh, common day-to-day things, like let's say I commonly use this example of driving a car. Driving a two-wheeler is quite easy because you have great visibility and you have only um, one control in each of the limb. Like you have one control in right hand, the accelerator, one control in the left hand, one control in each of your legs. Okay, but driving a car is a different game altogether, because you have so many different controls. There are three controls for your two legs. There are so many. You have to use your steering wheel. You have to also look in the visibility is also restricted. You have a kind of a bigger vehicle, and mobility is an issue. You might hit something on the side. You have to pay attention to everything around you. It is kind of messy. I hope you understand. The first time you started driving a car or started learning a car, it was very, very overwhelming, and you have to think everything, and more often than not you kept on committing some mistake or getting tensed and nervous and overwhelmed. But as you learned it, as you kept on doing it again and again and again, if you're a regular driver now, if you have been driving for a few years now, you don't even think about it. It is almost your second nature. It is very automatic how you drive, and everybody has their own style of driving. You might have noticed that also. Okay, so that is how your habits are formed. It is not the question of time, it is the question of repetition. The more repetition you do, the easier the habit becomes. Okay, so coming to the lesson, the enemy of the best is the good. Okay, so sorry, the the best is the enemy of the good. In order to try your best, what happens is you keep on deciding what to do, how to do it, what is the best plan of action, what is the best diet to follow, what is the best exercise plan, what is the best exercise that suits me. There are so many things that can happen. I'm taking a fitness example because this is what I do on a daily basis. uh, so I hope you get the point. That is why the people on the left, in the class of photography class, people on the left who did more and more repetition eventually ended up with better quality pictures. But the people who were assigned a task of creating only one perfect picture, they kept on doing this, thinking, analyzing how to do it, and they never did the work, or at least they never did as much work as the other group did. That is why the other group produced the best quality pictures, and the group which was assigned only one picture had mediocre results. Okay, so this is the lesson I want to share, and it opened up my mind. It's kind of bulb on for me. So what I try to do from now onwards is to be a less of a perfectionist, and do be a more of an action taker. So I'll take more and more action, do more repetitions, just do the work, get the work done, and then with repetition it eventually will get better and better. I hope you got value from this lesson, and I thank you so much if you're joined live, uh, for joining this live, and if you're seeing this as a replay, thank you so much for clicking on this video and making it till this till this point. So thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care, and bye bye.